Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to FTB Beyond here on the CreedCraft server. Thank you very much for joining me today and continuing to show your support for the series. If you do enjoy this episode, please leave a like and a comment, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. We're back. After 7 months offline, we're finally back here on the FTB Beyond server. I'm really glad to be back here. There's a lot of projects I wanted to do and didn't get around to. So first of all, at the very beginning of this episode, I need to give a very big thank you to Nathan Wastrel, who has very kindly put this world up on his home server and will very shortly be placing it onto an external server as well, so we'll be able to finally get rid of the last of the little lag issues that we have problems with. Now I have to own up to something here. I said at the end of, well, when I thought I was going to be finishing this series in the last episode, episode 23, that we didn't exactly know what the lag was and that I was trying to do everything I could to reduce the lag on the server. Turns out that wasn't really true, and I was one of the major culprits of the lag. It was myself and Avnior mainly, with a few other little bits around, and I'll show you what the biggest problems were. I'll show you Avnior's little bit first, and then I'll show you in mine what the problem was there. So in Avnior's base we had a couple of little things. We've taken everything down basically, so we can place it back up quite easily. We've placed everything in chests that was around. So he had a Powerball, Draconic Evolution Powerball over here, which whenever you came into this area, you got instant lag and rubber banding. The biggest thing with Avnior's problem though, he has a farm down here, which is red orchids, which are redstone, and essentially he had a tome of alkahestry farm. So all of this was producing the redstone, and every single one of these, on top of each one of these flowers, had a mechanical user, which was taking out all, well, which was basically planting all of these red orchids. And we can do that a lot more easily with I don't know, a farmer of some kind. We don't need to use the mechanical users to do all of this, so that was creating a huge amount of lag. And also the quantum quarries, we haven't taken that down, we've just disabled it for now. We don't mind the use of quantum quarries on the server at all, it's just use them in moderation basically, don't use them unsupervised. They're fast enough to use just when you're online, so just having a manual switch on them just helps the server lag massively. So that's the first thing that was the problem. So in all of the bases we've gone around and basically disabled a lot of different stuff just to try and keep the kind of variables to a minimum whilst we're lag busting. The second thing was my Draconic Evolution stuff, the Draconic Evolution Powerballs, because I had 2 tier 8s down here which were just there and there, and they were causing a huge, apparently most of the lag. They were temporary here, I wasn't going to keep them here, however whilst they were here apparently they were causing most of it. And on the walls here, it wasn't server lag, but FPS lag can be caused by these painted glowstones. They are similar to torches in the way they don't cause server lag, they cause a block update when they are placed. However, after that there's no real server interaction with them, because all they do is change the light level of the blocks around them. However, they are tile entities, and there was over 10,000 of them adorning the walls here. Or every single one of these laboratory blocks used to be a painted glowstone with laboratory block, so it all looked like this. Go back and watch my episodes if you haven't already, because it was quite impressive to look at. I'm pretty gutted that I can't do kind of a really clean clinical look that I wanted down in this cellar, and I'm not fully sure what I'm going to use this for now, for this basement. I was going to put a big massive big reactors or extreme reactors reactor in here, which was going to essentially take up almost all of this space with a little bit down at the bottom for a control room. But extreme reactors is a lag killer as well, or a lag producer as well. especially when you get them to huge sizes like filling this room, which I think you can do more or less. It's kind of almost there. I think it is 32 by 48, so it would fill about half of this room, more or less. I could actually probably get 2 of them in here, and that would have been all of my problems with energy sorted. I do still have my big AE2 system here, and we're keeping this. There's no problems with AE2. One thing I will be doing is sub-networking so that no single network will get too big and therefore will clog up whilst it's trying to load. I'd prefer multiple different networks which will be connected via these wireless connectors, and so long as we've got the power over in this section here to keep these wireless connectors online, then there should be no issues having different sub-networks on, well, all over the place, all over the server. It doesn't matter where we are, we can send power from here to there. So that's that. Anyway, today we're going to be doing a lot of stuff to help some of the new members on the server. We've got a couple of new members starting. One started already, and I'm hoping one will join up soon. We're hopefully having most of the old people back as well. There's a couple that won't be playing, but I'm hoping that Kylo and Quix and Abneor and a few of the others will be joining us back on the server. One of the first things I want to do today is actually clean up Spawn Town here. We've just got stuff all over the place and it's not neat, it's not tidy, and I want to make it look a lot better. So we're going to take all of these down and just clear up. I'm going to leave all of Nathan's Britannia stuff here alone, but essentially I want this to be the only bit left. So I think one of the first things I want to do is move all the animals, and I'm going to commandeer Kylo's little house here, and if we, I suppose, make a fence first of all. Got 38 fence posts there, that should be okay, just to get a small little pen here to place all of those animals in, and that should be fine for all of the different animal needs we have. And I'll leave this for a gate. Do I have a gate? No, I don't. I can make one. Need more sticks. Put a gate in there. Okay, so do I also have a lasso? I do, but it has a bat in it. So I can let this go. Bye bye bat. And we can start taking these guys over. So they'll be nice and safe in there. And I'm going to put all the solar panels and all of this stuff inside Kylo's base as well. This is his starting base. He's actually moved out into the snow biome. I'm hoping Kylo will come back onto this server. I know he was enjoying the base he was building, so I'd like to see where he goes with that next. And this is a perfect opportunity for that. Hoping the server will be up for a long time now, and we won't have any more interruptions in service like we've had previously. So now with all the animals gone, we can actually get rid of all these fences. And I'm going to take out the sound muffler as well and put that over in the other pen. And need a piece of dirt. And so now, do I need any torches? And one just over here. That's about all lit up. So now over here, I think I will need some torches on there. I might as well put one on that side. Take that one out. And in here, I suppose just underneath the gate, we'll put in sound block. And this also needs some torches just on here. So that's nice and spawn proofed. One thing I do want to do eventually is put a load of these mega torches around so that we don't need all of this lighting purely for spawn proofing. We can actually make it look a lot neater, and once we've got some roadways in like this, we can start lighting up the paths and leaving the kind of grass area a little bit more dark and shadowy and moody. So now I'm going to take out all of these torches, and I don't really care about this glass. We've got loads of glass, so I'm happy just to break it. I'm not doing this with my pickaxe because I would just dig down to bedrock and before I know it, it's too powerful. So I'm just come and fill in all of these. This was kind of the markings for a spruce tree farm, which we can do anywhere. It doesn't need to be here. It was here for convenience basically when we started, but now it's more in the way than anything, so it all disappears. So now we can just go through and fill up these holes. I want to make sure I actually fill in the bottom ones as well, because we may be digging here some point in the future, making foundations and stuff for other buildings. And I just find it easier to fill in every bit and then take it back out if you need to. This is why I go through the trouble of like filling in caves as well. If I don't want a cave below my base, instead of just covering it over, I'll actually go down and fill it in. And so now I can put the torches back where they need to be. Excellent, no more spawn spaces there. There is here though. That one can go there, I'm on there, I'm on there. The pure daisies. These pure daisies, again, we don't need here. I've got tens of thousands of living rock so far. And this little farm can be placed pretty much wherever we want it to be. It doesn't need to be here. So all this can be taken down. And then filled in again. There's no worries about spawn spaces on here now. So where to next? That's done quite a bit of it. Let's just do a general kind of clear up of stuff that we don't need. So how do we actually take this down? Okay, so to get rid of the test dummy, you need to shift and left click with an empty hand and it will come into your inventory. So that's good to know. And what's in this chest? Random stuff, which I'll take for now. Get rid of the chest. Get rid of that one's here. And I'll put the chest down inside here for quicks to pick up. So that was the uranium, willow, and the chisel, and the stone ladders. Now in here, is there anything that needs doing? I think there was a hole up to the surface somewhere in here. Or has this already been filled in? That has already been filled in, that's good. So now I want to go down a little bit on here and I'll fill in 3 layers. So there we go. It's already looking a lot neater. Now with this, this is the demon, is it demon ingots or something like that? Yeah, demon ingots. This is how you produce the demon ingots. So we will want this to be set up at some point again in the future. However, for now I want to get rid of it and move it somewhere else. So I think I need a random stuff chest. So for that I'm going to use a storage crate. And I actually have a few large ones here, so I'm going to use a large one. Just so we know we've got definitely enough space. And for now I am actually going to put this at the back here, because this isn't going to move, so everything goes into this one chest and then we can sort it all out and divvy it out from there. I'm going to need a bucket for the lava. I'm going to put the lasso away now and get rid of a load of this. Probably shouldn't have put the dummy in there. Or the pure daisies. They can stay out. However, glass and the torches can go in. Yeah, that'll be okay. I'm going to try and keep a fairly clean inventory as we go along here. So now get rid of those and the soul sand. And place the dirt back in. There we go. And again place everything back into this chest. Bit of nether wart, bucket of lava, some soul sand and nether brick. We don't need these. Or this, or these. And I suppose now we can also start dismantling the smeltery. And there we go, that's the footprints of the smeltery. Now we can start filling this back in. There's a lot of stuff to put into the chest as well. Just fill all of that. And I need more dirt. Good job, I've got a lot of dirt. I think this will be easier if I get my builder's wand. Let's do that and just fill in a couple of little bits left over. So now there's a load more stuff in these chests as well, so break that, that gets all of that into my inventory. Take this over. and I need to light up this area. There we go. And then all of this as well. How much is in here? Hardly anything. And in here, most things. Still got enough inventory space, so that's good. Oh, we were just blank patterns apparently. Or did they stay in the pattern chest? Ah, they did stay in the pattern chest. Excellent. Put all of those in, and yeah, that should be okay. Put the living rock back. So what else needs doing over here? So that is the smeltery completely gone now. Now these are going to be annoying because there's a fair amount of stuff in most of these. Actually no, there's not too much. Not too much at all really. And beheading cleaver. And here, other random stuff. So I think, how do we get rid of this? I'll leave that for now. Oh, I'm probably going to regret this. Oh yes, one thing that will help this. We get rid of that, and we want some terra steel. If I put the terra steel in with my ring of magnetization, I can actually get a greater ring of magnetization, which will help me pull stuff from further away. Which means now most of this should follow me. And just start putting all of this into here. So now pretty much the only area that needs clearing up is this central point here. Now there's a lot involved within this, and I don't want to take it all down completely straight away. We've just got a brand new member of the server just come online now, just trying to sort out the teams so that he can get into the stuff that I put down. It's actually in a claimed area that I put those chests down, and both sides need to agree to the ally before we can actually get into any of those chests. So all of the stuff I've just done is slightly hindered his progress, just a little bit, but it'll be okay as soon as Nath accepts the ally. So I think what I want to do first of all with this is just shave down the sides of it, just so we can see exactly what we're working with on the inside. Just kind of take all this stuff away. I think just to be safe, I will hand carve some of this now. And oops, should not have done that. Just put back all the stuff which I just tried to take out. So once all this dirt has gone, we'll be able to see exactly what is left and what needs moving, what needs to be kept. Now a lot of the time underneath here we kept this as, hang on, just, you need to press refresh. yeah, we kept this as an AFK room whilst we were kind of editing videos and stuff. Just somewhere that was nice and easy to go, where we knew we'd be safe. Take the door out. But now that is largely irrelevant because all the way around here is spawn proofed anyway. And just put one on the top of there and that'll be okay. Maybe not. And take those out as well. So that's all the dirt gone. Excellent. That's those two sorted, and Perm can now get into the chests. So I don't need to worry about taking this stuff away. He can use what he needs to use from there. There's a couple of things I do want to leave for him though. This does change things slightly for today. What I may do then is I will leave this like this for now, and I'll get on with another project that I wanted to work on, because there is something which does need to be done. I'll just create a little path up here so we can get up to the dialing device. Yeah, there is something else which needs to be done, because this, although we call this spawn town, isn't actually world spawn. If we type spawn here, this here is spawn. So when anybody new joins the server, this is where they come out in the middle of a frozen lake, and there's nothing really much here at all. There's no light here. At night it is quite deadly. So what I want to do is build something right at spawn to protect people as they join the server. So I think, what do we want to build it out of? Alabaster might actually be quite good out here in the snow. So if I do that again, do spawn, that is right here. And so I want to do one there, one over there, and this will give us an area where we can build. So there is essentially the footprint of a building. You can see at night now it's pretty deadly, so we need somewhere that's actually safe for new players. So I don't really care about the mobs coming in. They can do pretty much whatever they like to me. They're not going to affect me in the slightest. But I think a building just that big will be fine. We can make some windows out of it, and I do want a door in it somewhere, so I think the door can be just here. And then pull these across. Like this. There we go, and I should have a door somewhere. What door do we want? Teak door, I think. Why not? And also, what glass do we want? I think I've got quite a lot of quartz actually, the fused quartz. Yeah, that should be enough to cover. We'll work out what flooring we want as well. Come come inside. Ah, you can't put... I need more alabaster. Should we do an alabaster floor as well for now? And then we can change it out afterwards if we want to. Go away. You're annoying me now. Let's just get a little bit of flooring in. And you're going to be annoying as well now, aren't you? Go away. It makes it nice and obvious, but there is actually glass there, which is nice. Put a nice little roof in. And the final wall. Not doing this very neatly. And of course, final block. Okay, so we are now fully enclosed, and that's okay. So we just need to take out the ice on the floor. And put in the alabaster. I'm not too worried if this isn't too neat for now. We can always change this in the future. What I'm mostly concerned about is that it's actually safe for people to log in. And then we want some torches. I'll use the stone torches here, I think. One in each corner. Could actually put them on the roof instead, but no, they'll be fine there. And the last thing I want to do here is put in a dialing device. So I am actually going to need... Right, where is spawn? That is on this block right here. So I think just here we can put in... Do I actually have any dialing devices? Yes, I do. Do I have matter? So I have a matter transmitter and a matter receiver. Ownership not correctly set. Please place block again. I've got all of these from the dimensions that I've been building, so I will need to change the names of all of these and make sure they work. Otherwise, we will be sending people off to random worlds, and we really don't want to. We've already got one world which we can't really get out of the system. I'll show you in a bit, which is actually really annoying because it's quite a deadly system. There's quite a deadly dimension. There's no power in there. If you go in there, then you'll die pretty quickly. But I can't actually find a way of taking its name out of the dialing device, even though I've taken the transmitter away from it and the receiver away from it. So I'll show you that in the dialing device in a sec. What else do I need? I need a flux point for those. Do I need some energy conduit? I might as well use some energy. Got some energy conduit there. I think that's pretty much everything I'm going to need. So if we put the matter transmitter there, the matter receiver there, let me actually come down outside. I'm going to want to take that out. I will want the flux point there. I'm going to put this on my network for the moment. I will be setting up a public network at some point, and then it will go onto that. It doesn't need the limit to be false. So we put another one on the top there. And this will go on there. So that's fine. So now here I will want to give this a name. It was my glowstone world. This is true spawn, access public, and this one is going to be true spawn as well, and public. So now we should be able to go from to spawn, and here it is, ID2 dimension. I'd like to try and find a way of changing this. I need to try and find the matter receiver that is connected to this world, but I don't know where it is because it's not actually in the world at all. So anyway, if we go from true spawn, so I just needed to cough there. If we go from true spawn through to spawn, and I'll change this one to spawn town. Now if we dial once on this, we will head through to, where are we? Here. We always get a little bit of lag when I join up, when I teleport. Huge amount of lag actually. An annoying amount of lag. Oh no. Right, I need to take my bauble off and then Alt and click on that, get rid of them. Right, so yeah, that works fine. And now if we go to spawn again, we end up inside, nice and safe, and with a teleporter right in front of us to go through from true spawn, and I will go through to my basement. And there we go. And of course the big lag spike. I think that's the only bit now which we have problems with lag with, is the teleportation, and that's just while it renders in the world around you. Hopefully when we get this server onto an external server through CreedCraft, then that will be sorted out as well. So we'll see as new members join the server how the lag is affected, especially as we get more into the mods and start putting up some of the more kind of lag featured mods, get the Draconic Evolution stuff back online. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I think for now, because I need to leave this in for Perm whilst he starts up, I'm going to leave this episode off here. That's pretty much everything I wanted to do for today, and by next episode all this will have gone and we will have a completely clean slate to actually start building some stuff up here in spawn. I want to start building first of all a blacksmith, and then we will go on from there, basically seeing what else we want to build, what else is needed, because I want to change Kylo's house over there into basically holding all of this, but I don't want to stop Perm from doing what he needs to do for now. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.